Get ready because the tickets are dropping. New ticket inventory for all 104 FIFA World Cup games, including the matches being held in Foxborough, Massachusetts, is officially being released tomorrow. This is huge news for fans planning to catch the action at Gillette Stadium during the tournament in June and July 2026. We are talking about access to categories 1 through 3 and front row seats, and this is part of the ongoing last-minute sales phase. Don't miss your chance to secure those seats, as the first-come, first-served rush begins at 11 a.m. on Wednesday.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
The pressure is mounting for a key midfielder. Eduardo Camavinga's place in France's World Cup squad is increasingly threatened following a recent report from Telefoot. His future at Real Madrid is under intense scrutiny, especially after a red card against Bayern Munich complicated matters. Didier Deschamps is reportedly looking to select 5 midfielders for the tournament, and Camavinga is battling a hierarchy of players like Aurélien Tchouameni and Warren Zaïre-Emery. Will he shake up the pecking order or hope for an extra spot? But the focus shifts to the English side and a star player. Chelsea interim manager Callum McFarlane has launched a passionate defense of Cole Palmer, insisting that despite a recurring groin problem, the 23-year-old remains among the global elite. McFarlane argues that Palmer is simply building back his rhythm, pointing to his talent and energy. With England boss Thomas Tuchel considering options, Palmer is desperate to prove his fitness and form for the World Cup stage. And finally, a massive political angle for the tournament. Australia coach Tony Popovic has made a bold request, saying it would be wonderful if Donald Trump were to attend their World Cup match against the United States in Seattle to motivate the Socceroos. Popovic believes the president's presence would make the game even more special. We have all this breaking news on the World Cup and beyond. Stay tuned right here for all the updates. New ticket inventory for all 104 FIFA World Cup games, including matches in Foxborough, Massachusetts, is set to be released tomorrow. Gillette Stadium is slated to host 7 tournament matches in June and July 2026, encompassing group stage games, a round of 32, a quarterfinal, and the third-place match. The new ticket inventory will be available to the general public via FIFA.com tickets at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. At the start of the sale, tickets will be available across categories 1 through 3, along with front-row seat options depending on the specific match. This release is part of the ongoing last-minute sales phase, which will continue until the tournament concludes, operating on a first-come, first-served basis. Additional tickets will be released continuously until the final on Sunday, July 19, subject to availability. Fans should anticipate digital cues during high-traffic periods to enhance the user experience. The platform will allow users to view available matches and categories, select specific seats directly from the map, or utilize the Book the Best Seat feature before completing their purchase and receiving confirmation. This tournament is set to be the largest yet, featuring 48 teams competing over 39 days of action. Over 5 million tickets have already been sold for this edition, with expectations that the cumulative attendance record of 3.5 million set at the 1994 FIFA World Cup will be surpassed this year. Approval for FIFA to host the 7 World Cup games at Gillette was granted by the Foxborough Select Board last month, following months of negotiations that concluded with Kraft Sports securing a deal with Foxborough and Boston Soccer 26 to help cover nearly $8 million in security costs. Eduardo Camavinga's prospects of securing a spot in the French national team for the upcoming FIFA World Cup are rapidly declining, according to a recent report from Telefoot. The player's standing at Real Madrid is under intense scrutiny following his transition from Stade Rennais. Struggles to fully establish himself at the Bernabeu have placed his future at the club under increasing pressure. Furthermore, a recent red card incident against Bayern Munich, which contributed to Real Madrid's exit from the UEFA Champions League, has not strengthened his position to remain at the club beyond the current summer. This situation suggests that Camavinga could face a summer without international football. Didier Deschamps is reportedly planning to select 5 midfielders for the World Cup squad, which will be hosted across the USA, Canada, and Mexico. Currently, 5 players are ahead of Camavinga in the pecking order: Aurelien Tchouameni, Warren Zaïre-Emery, Adrien Rabiot, Manu Kane, and N'Golo Kanté. Camavinga will need to either disrupt this established hierarchy in the final weeks of the season or rely on Deschamps selecting an additional midfielder than currently anticipated. Chelsea interim manager Callum McFarlane has strongly defended star player Cole Palmer amidst a challenging season for the England international, emphasizing that Palmer remains among the global elite as he targets a spot in the upcoming World Cup. Palmer has been dealing with a recurring groin injury, which has hampered his performance, leading to criticism. In a recent press conference, McFarlane refuted narratives suggesting Palmer is struggling, asserting that the forward's quality is undeniable. McFarlane acknowledged the difficulty of the period, noting that Palmer has experienced his first major career injury setback and is navigating how to manage it. He stressed that while there are inconsistent games, Palmer consistently creates high-quality chances. He can't control whether that's finished. He can just put the ball in the position that he needs it to be, McFarlane stated. The interim coach remains highly optimistic, praising Palmer's daily talent, energy, and enthusiasm, calling him still a top player, one of the best in the world for me. McFarlane expressed no concerns about Palmer's readiness for the World Cup stage, stating, "I have no concerns over Cole being ready to impact games from now to the end of the season." McFarlane also highlighted that Palmer's core attributes remain unchanged despite the increased pressure, noting that he possesses a unique vision that others miss. The positive sentiment follows a recent 1-0 FA Cup semi-final win against Leeds United, which has injected renewed motivation into the squad as they push for a strong finish. Addressing team commitment following the departure of Liam Rosenior, McFarlane praised the players' coachability and openness. The immediate focus is now on securing victories against Nottingham Forest and Liverpool to maximize their league standing. Australia's head coach, Tony Popovic, has expressed a desire for former U.S. President Donald Trump to attend the upcoming World Cup match against the United States in Seattle, citing the potential for his presence to motivate the team. The match is scheduled for June 19 at the 72,000-seat Seattle Stadium. Popovic stated that if Trump chooses to watch Australia, it would make the effort to win the game even more significant. Meanwhile, Australian midfielder and occasional captain Jackson Irvine had previously voiced concerns regarding the political climate in the U.S., specifically referencing FIFA's awarding of the Peace Prize to Trump as a mockery of the governing body's human rights policy and expressing concern for LGBT rights in the country. Despite these external political considerations, Popovic indicated he was unbothered by the current political atmosphere as he prepares for the pre-World Cup camp in Sarasota, Florida. He noted that Australia has had positive experiences during previous U.S. tour for friendly matches, stating they had no issues and enjoyed both professional and casual interactions. The World Cup, co-hosted by Canada and Mexico, commences on June 11. A contingent of 8 players, including 2022 World Cup heroes Harry Souter and Matthew Leckie, will arrive at the Florida camp this week. Souter has been sidelined since an Achilles injury in late 2024, while Leckie is on a comeback trail following hip surgery. Popovic suggested both players could be included in the final squad, contingent on proving their fitness in Florida. Popovic also highly praised Leckie's recent performance, calling him the best player on the field at 35 with no prior football experience, emphasizing that physical condition will be the deciding factor for his World Cup prospects.